The full distance against his best opponent was Buster Douglas with the distance against Buster Douglas. This is Dick Ryan. They call him the Bull from Omaha and Nebraska. He has never been on the campus. And in the red corner, professional since 1996. He's 107 kilograms, 2 meters 12 meter. He's had 18 fights, 18.
大家好，老师从业中医男科30余年，帮助了数千名海内外华人朋友通过中药调理重回男性雄风。如果你也存在房事时间短、勃起无力、硬度差、中途疲软、肾虚、前列腺炎等问题，现在就加中医老师微信574-993-200，纯中药，一人一方，治根治本，帮助你持续坚挺20至40分钟，补肾壮阳，延时助勃，彻底告别快男软男。记住微信574-993-200。
This is a great record, and he didn't only fight weak opponents. His last 3 opponents were Luis Monaco, Levi Billups, and Julius Francis, and he put them all to the canvas within 2 or 3 rounds, and that does tell a lot, I think.
Interesting is that Dick Ryan, he has been fighting since 1987. He's had 57 fights, 49 he's won, and he's never been on the campus. So this is also a very, very big fight for him, because if he can beat literally Klitschko and win the Intercontinental title, then the future for some big paydays. This is a big fight for both fighters. This is, since literally Klitschko has started, probably one of his toughest opponents. A very, very big main event here.
Yeah,
in Lübeck, Germany.
It is his first title shot. Should not forget that. Step 2, if you may say so, in the development of the Klitschko brothers.
Right, his younger brother Vladimir already has the WBA version of this title.
It's WBC.
Excuse me, thank you. That's why you're the expert sitting here. Joining me, Todd Coburn, along with Thomas Kwiatkowski, one of Germany's best boxing journalists. Klitschko starting out, he is 2 meters 2, which is about 6'8". So he's a big, big man. So he's always establishing the jab, punching down at his opponents.
Yeah, that will make it hard for Dickie Ryan, because he has to get into the distance, has to get close to Vitaly Klitschko, and that is very hard. You may see that. Because Vitaly has a very good left hand, very good jab.
The schedule for 12 rounds. We're in Lübeck, Germany, in the Hansa Halle. 3,000 spectators, almost sold out for this heavyweight title fight. Vitaly Klitschko on the left in the striped shorts. Dick Ryan for the United States in the black shorts. Although Vitaly Klitschko, this is only his 18th fight, he did have 210 amateur fights. He was the 6th-time Ukrainian heavyweight champion. He was the military champion. I mean, he's been fighting a long time. Only 26 years old of age. And as you mentioned, he has fought in the last fight some decent fighters.
Yeah, some tough opponents. Luis Monaco and Levi Billups. They can take a punch, that's for sure. You put both to the canvas. And that's why they call him the Iron Fist here in Germany. because of his right hand.
10 seconds left in the opening round, scheduled for 12 for the WBO Heavyweight Intercontinental Championship. Very nice opening round for both fighters, but I have to give the edge to this man here in the corner, Vitaly Klitschko. Let's listen in to Fritz Stubnik.
Yeah, it says your left hand is very good. That comes and do it twice, the left hand, and after that with the right cross, because this is still missing.
So obviously, although he's from the Ukraine,
yeah, he says if you turn to the right side, you can get him with the right cross. This is definitely right.
that's exactly what he tried there right there. Let's see what happens. So obviously he does understand German.
Yeah, they speak German quite good. They learn really hard.
Setz mal die Flasche runter.
They are a little bit fierce looking, he and his brother Vladimir, but they are nice guys.
You know, they box very straight up, very stiff. I mean,
They have to change, of course, because you mentioned that they have a long amateur career, and they still box a little bit amateurish, if you may say so, and especially the Russian style, very stiff, very straight, out of the distance. Their weakness so far is the infight.
that doesn't look too bad, though. Not too bad.
Not too bad in this case, but normally they have problems if you get close to them.
Right, because they are so big.
Right.
So what should you expect? More uppercuts from him? Was that what if you would tell Fritz to tell him a little bit more uppercuts?
Yeah, of course, he has to learn that, because if he goes for, let's say, for international, very big international titles, for the World Championship or something like that, you have to be able to throw uppercuts, that's for sure. But they still have time, he and his brother.
And let's not forget, this guy has won all fights by knockout. The average fight goes 2 rounds. We are in the second round. This is about when his fights end, about right now. Let's see if Dickie Ryan, who's doing not a bad job, can get through. And remember, Dick Ryan from Omaha, Nebraska, living in Las Vegas, has never been to the canvas. He's an experienced fighter with 57 professional fights.
Yeah, but he has problems to get into his distance, and he makes some mistakes. He tries to hit.
He reaches
from the outside, you know.
He's reaching.
He must go into the distance and try with uppercuts on the inside, because his arms are too short to get the bigger guy from the outside.
Well, I mean, you can see he is trying to get inside, but literally Klitschko is just protecting with the left jab and is not letting him get inside.
Yeah, very good game plan.
And he's just picking up points upon points.
Yeah, he's in the lead, there's no question.
A nice combination there from Klitschko. 10 seconds left in the second round. A wild left hook there from Dickie Ryan. Another big round for Klitschko, Thomas.
Yes, the second round goes definitely to Vitaly Klitschko too. He was Bruce Strauss, which is a real well-known person in the boxing scene. He's kind of an Eddie Eagle.
Yeah, let's listen in what he says.
Keep your hands up. I mean, everybody will understand that.
Counter with that hook. Come back with the hook. That's your shot.
That's your shot. I know he's tall. It's hard.
He's gonna hit me.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Relax. You came off the rope with a good left hand. That could suffer him in also. So try that again. Relax now. He's not bothering you. Apparently he's not handing you punches. So keep going. Play the game right. That's the right way. Play the game right.
Bruce Strauss swings. Yeah, Bruce Strauss. Thomas, you know some history about him. He's a very eccentric fighter, ex-fighter. Tell me a little bit about him.
Yeah, he's a well-known person in the boxing scene. He was a professional himself. He has fought about 300 fights. The interesting thing is that he fought those fights under different names. And he and Dickie Ryan, they know each other for 10 years now. And they met when Dickie Ryan was hitchhiking. He was standing at the street, and Bruce Strauss came along and picked him up, and then they talked about boxing, and that's when their relationship began. And now,
well, you better give him some advice now, because he looks like he's in trouble here in the third round.
yeah, he looks a little bit like a rope-a-dope.
Yeah, but I only know one guy who can do that effective, and that's the greatest fighter of all time, Muhammad Ali. Vitaly Klitschko having his way here in the third round with nice combinations.
The one thing is for sure that Dickie Ryan can take a punch. We knew that from the Buster Douglas fight already, but this Vitaly Klitschko is hitting very, very hard.
Yeah, I would have to say Vitaly Klitschko has a harder punch than Buster Douglas. Vitaly Klitschko is 2 meters 2, 107 kilograms of all muscle. The Iron Fist, K.O. Klitschko. So these are big shots. I don't think Dick Ryan has seen anything like this before.
Dick Ryan spoke of Mike Tyson, you know. If I win here, I will get a fight against Mike Tyson. He's come back, but, I mean, this will teach him a lesson.
I mean, he's trying to get inside, but I haven't seen Vitaly. I've seen a couple of Vitaly's fights, and Vitaly is actually moving quite well. He's dancing and he's keeping his jab, and he's moving better than I've seen him in the past. I think they've worked on that a little bit.
Yeah, I think he has quite good footwork. This is from his amateur days. You have to be first there, step in, step out. This is, but he has to move a little bit more in the upper body. There he is, a little bit stiff.
5 seconds left in the third round. Big round for Vitaly Klitschko. Dick Ryan, you can see on his face, he has no answers for this big 2-meter man from the Ukraine. Let's listen in on Bruce Strauss, what he has to say.
Keep your hands up. He tells him not to be too confident, keep his hands up, which is definitely a good advice.
He just said, my God, the guy is so big, can't get it, do anything.
It's hard for him.
Hey, move it with a few double jabs. Take control of this fucking guy, all right?
Flip the imaginary jab.
Well, we couldn't beat that.
And then throw a right hook to the body.
Take control of this fucking thing.
Yeah, he should go to the body. That's a good method, I think, because for the jab, his arms are too short. You won't get in. Just to try it with hooks.
Fourth round. There's Joachim Jacobson, referee, bringing the two fighters together.
Always from the outside. And again.
Well, he's going to have to definitely try to get him in a corner. He's going to take a few punches while he gets him in there, but that's, I see, basically his only strategy. a lot has been said about Germany's most famous heavyweight, Axel Schultz. Thomas, how do you say the Klitschko brothers is actually better fighters than Axel Schultz?
Well, you know, speculation is good. The only thing that will give an answer would be a fight between the two of them. First, the Sauerland promotion, where Axel Schultz is boxing for, said no, we won't make this fight. And now, after Axel Schultz is going for the European title against Scott Welch, this fight may be possible. We'll see. And this is a fight everyone in Germany is looking forward to, of course, because the Klitschkos aren't German, but they are very popular in Germany at the moment. So everybody wants to know who is better, Axel or the Klitschkos.
Just waiting to take his shot. He's very patient. I mean, literally Klitschko is, that's a nice right shot. He's very effective. He doesn't use a lot of wasted motion.
That's right. And he has developed what I missed in his last bout was he didn't throw combinations. It was always 1-2. And now here you see him throwing 3 or 4 hands. This is quite a development from if you concern the last bout.
Now I got another tough questions for you. Who's better, Vladimir or Vitaly?
You can't answer these questions. Vladimir, many people say that Vladimir is the better technician, but everybody says that Vitaly has the harder punch. So Vitaly probably goes for the knockout, while Vladimir is able to outbox his opponents.
10 seconds left. Sorry.
But they will definitely never fight each other. That's what we say always. He raises his hands, but I think
he doesn't even know where he's at. Joachim Jacobson is saying, "Hey, Dick, your corner's over here. Get back in there." Let's see what Bruce Strauss has to tell him.
Okay.
Go against the ropes, let that overhand left go. Good, relax, you're in that and actually that. Block that jab a little better. You're concentrating good on his right hands. Block that jab a little better.
Yeah, okay. He says...
Punch it back. God damn it, take control of the fucking fight, Dick.
Flip the jab, come back.
His corner says that he should get into control, but I wonder how he can do that.
You know, it's interesting. We talked about Bruce Strauss. Bruce Strauss, a kind of an eccentric guy. He's the only guy to be knocked out in every continent in the world. So I don't know. I mean, he's a guy with a lot of experience, but this is a guy that's also been knocked out in every continent in the world. So here we go. Starting the 5th round for the WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. Vitaly Klitschko on the left against American Dick Ryan. Vitaly Klitschko has won all 4 rounds thus far, is in complete control. Dick Ryan has never been on the canvas in his professional career, dating back to 1987, 57 fights.
Let's see. If he gets on the inside, and he comes through.
But this has only happened about 2 times so far.
Right.
That's a nice combination.
No, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. You can see that. And again. Oh, his unsteady legs. You can see that.
Looking at the referee for help. Oh, he's in complete control. He has his guard down. He's saying, "Come on, fight me."
He has to take his hands up. Otherwise, Vitaly will hurt him.
One, two. Getting a standing 8 count.
No, this is definitely a mistake because WBO
7
is not possible. It's no standing 8 count, says the rule. And I was at the rules meeting before, We talked about that. This is definitely a mistake. Shouldn't have done that.
Interesting. If he loses, do you think he can call a discrepancy?
I'm not sure. It's definitely a mistake of the referee, Jacobson, but
he's in trouble here. Dick Ryan is in big trouble here.
He's in trouble.
In the 5th round.
Now it's
That's it.
the fight. You couldn't see that. Just the towel came in. Bruce Strauss threw in the towel. Yeah, they put it out of the ring. But both the referee and the corner stopped the fight, so
Obviously, a good decision.
good decision, yeah.
Because it was looking pretty ugly. I mean, Lily Klitschko, one of the hardest hitters in the heavyweight division. I mean, it could have been ugly. So, there we go. His 19th knockout, 19th victory. This guy is on a course to meet one of the bigger names in boxing, Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield, and Mike Tyson.
Yeah, and he's getting close to Mike Tyson, because Mike Tyson had also 19 knockouts before he won the first time on points. So the next fight, maybe he holds this record, this Vitaly Klitschko.
An incredible record. This guy, people who might not have heard of him, remember this name, Vitaly Klitschko. This guy has the chance to be one of the great heavyweights in the coming future. Dominating performance.
So, meine Damen und Herren, ich muss es vorweg immer sagen, ein toller Kampf von beiden Boxern und einen riesen Applaus.
Yeah, it was a very impressive win, I think, because Dickie Ryan is a tough opponent.
Offizielle Urteil.
You hear the official decision?
Der Bericht wegen Überlegenheit